Hello guys, what's going on? My name is Sam, or Chaotic, and welcome back to another GTA 5 video here on my channel. In today's video, once again, I'm going to be discussing the next update coming to GTA Online. There has been loads and loads of information passing around the community the past few days, with very mixed rumours as to exactly what this next update will be. Now initially, it was suggested the update would be hipster themed after a leak from two separate sources was made a few weeks ago. But in case you guys didn't watch my video from yesterday, one of the leakers, Yan2295, shared a very cryptic post on the GTA forums a few days ago, which is being displayed on screen right now. And this message displays two letters on each line, which are the first and last letters of a word, which has been worked out and says, Hipsters Part 2 is most likely on hold and coming later, which obviously is completely controversial to all the information we've seen and heard over the past few weeks regarding this next update. Now this decoding, if you could even call it that, was later confirmed by Yan himself in another forum post, but basically it suggests this next update, which is supposedly coming out in just 10 days from now on December 12th, will not be hipster themed, and instead this hipster update will be released at a later date instead. But it's worth pointing out this isn't a definite confirmation, it could still be hipster themed, but what we know is that Yan has an inside source over at Rockstar Games, so this information most likely came from inside Rockstar themselves. But if this is the case, it takes us back to square one, with no real leads or hints as to what this next update will actually be. Until this morning, when another leaker named Bender joined in the conversation after Yan's post, and he shared the following. I still wonder what happened to part 2 of the Gunrunning update. You might remember I talked about it a while back and it was for sure in development back then. I was quite surprised when it didn't get released in August and we got Smuggler's Run instead, even if it does resemble Gunrunning, kind of. I see two scenarios. Gunrunning Part 2 is an upcoming update, or Gunrunning Part 2 was split into various updates, Smuggler's Run being one of them, and there are other updates to come. And you guys may remember the leak from earlier this year, especially if you've been following my channel for a while. It was Bender that originally leaked Gunrunning Part 2 in July, which was later believed to be the Smuggler's Run update, but what Bender is saying here, he doesn't feel that Smuggler's Run was the update they were working on when he referenced Gunrunning Part 2. But here is the original post that he made back in July. He said, what was said about Gunrunning Part 2 is true, but it's only happening if Gunrunning Part 1 is considered to be a success in Rockstar's eyes. Also, the update will not necessarily be called Gunrunning Part 2, it can be anything, like Cunning Stunts and Cunning Stunts Special Vehicle Circuits. It will be released in September at the earliest, or October at the latest. Now, although the more recent post from Bender is more of an opinion than a confirmation, it makes total sense for Rockstar to release another Gunrunning update. After all, the original Gunrunning update was extremely successful, and it was the most popular update we've ever received in GTA Online over the last 4 years. And according to Rockstar themselves, during June and July, there were more players playing GTA Online than ever before. And not only this, but more recently it was revealed the game generated hundreds of millions of dollars in shark card sales over the last few months, which is a massive increase over previous periods. So for these reasons alone, it wouldn't surprise me if Rockstar at least consider going down the route of releasing another update either as an extension or something similar to the theme, because clearly Gunrunning was a massive success. Plus, there's still plenty of potential revolving around the theme. There are still loads of similar activities that Rockstar can incorporate around this theme, there are loads of military-style vehicles too, and stuff like that. Plus, all of this fits into the description of what Rockstar has told us so far about this next update. Of course, a few months back now, they stated on the newswire this next update would add more weaponized vehicles, new cars on the Legendary Motorsports website, and new properties to the Maze Bank Foreclosure website. So I think it's safe to say this theme fits the description a lot better than the Hipsters theme that was previously leaked, so right now it looks a lot more likely that we'll be getting a Gunrunning update as the next update, either as a direct follow-on as a part 2, or something with a similar theme. Maybe a C-based version, that's something that was talked about previously. After all, we've got a ground update, After all, so far we've received a ground-based update with Gunrunning, then an air update with Smuggler's Run, so a sea-based update would be pretty cool and just complete things. Personally though, I'm not so sure the Rockstar would fully go down the route of a sea update, simply because boats in GTA Online are completely useless and aren't really used whatsoever. But then again, the sea is something Rockstar hasn't really done a lot with, so who knows, it's a possibility. Anyway, but with that being said, I want to get your thoughts and feelings on all of this. If the hipster update really has been held back and isn't releasing this month, but later instead, what do you guys think about a Gunrunning Part 2 coming out in 10 days' time? Is this something you guys would want to see, and what sort of content would you like or expect to see in this update? So go ahead and leave a comment right now on this video. It would also be greatly appreciated if you guys could drop a like as well on this video, as it helps me out a lot. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, make sure you do, because I upload all the latest and the greatest Grand Theft Auto 5 content. So as always guys, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.